Welcome to our channel. Today we how to authorize SFTP access on VPS with Chroot jail, detailed guide step by step clearly. To begin, log into your VPS using SSH with your terminal or preferred SSH client. Ensure you have root access or the necessary permissions to make changes. Start by installing the OpenSSH server package if it isn't already installed. You can do this by running the command apt-get install OpenServer for Debian-based systems, or yum install OpenServer for Red Hat-based systems. Next, create a new user for SFTP access with the command add user SFTP. Add the user to a specific group for SFTP users, for example, group add SFTP. Set the users group with usermod ag SFTP. Now, create a directory structure for your SFTP users. Executing dir p/home/user/upload to create an upload directory. Set ownership of the directory to root by running chown root/home/user/user. Next, set the ownership of the upload directory to the SFTP user with the command chown user/home/user/. You will now need to edit the SSH configuration file. Open the file located at /etc/ssh/sshd_config using your preferred text editor. Add the following lines to the end of the configuration file: match users user Chroot directory /home/user/user force command internal SFTP allow TCP forwarding node save and exit the configuration file. Next, apply proper permissions for the Chroot directory. Run chmod 755/home/users and chmod 755/home/users/user. Finally, restart the SSH service to apply the changes by using system to restart SSHD. Test the SFTP connection by logging in as your new SFTP user with the command SFTP user at your _VPS_IP. Once connected, you should only access the designated upload directory. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. If you see an error message, note it down and try again after restarting your device and internet connection. Log out when you finish, especially on shared devices, to keep your account and payment information secure. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.